Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. First of all, welcome to our group presentations. Today, we're going to present about Basic Plan AGI 122. The title is Morphology and Anatomy of Plants, which will be presented by Daniel and Farid from Class B. It is also prepared for our lecturer, Siti Aisyah Nailah binti Cik Musa. I would like to introduce you our team members. First of all, me itself, my name is Dini Iqbal bin Muhammad Roslan, and my partner is Farid Anish bin Ghazali. Move on to the first part. The first part is anatomy of plant. So, what is anatomy of plants? Anatomy of plant is the study of the internal structure of plants, focusing on the arrangement and organization of cells, tissues, and organs. It also examines into the microscopic details of plant parts like root, stem, and leaf. So, is this important for us to learn? Of course, because we want to start studying their internal structure of plant, including the tissue and organ. And we also want to understand more how they function together in plant systems. Firstly, roots in anatomy. Roots are one of the three organs of plant. The primary function of the roots is to take in water and nutrient. So we know roots is one of the most important parts of the plant. Without roots, the plant will not able to stand itself and will not withstand against high winds. Not only that, roots also store food and nutrition which is important for plants. For your information, roots also have the vascular cylinder, which in simple term is the cylinder in the middle of the roots that has xylem and phloem. So, what is vascular cylinder? Vascular cylinder is the center core of the plant, containing the vascular tissues like xylem and phloem. They are responsible for transporting water, nutrients, and organic compounds throughout the plant. Functions. Words in anatomy have two primary functions. It was water absorption, which means water moves from soil to roots, stem, and leaf where the transpiration occurs. Second is anchorage, which mean roots keep the plant stay to the soil in a particular place. Move on to the second part, stem in anatomy. Stem is a plant structure supporting the plant and connecting the roots to the leaves and flowers. In anatomy, stem has composed of the three system tissue that include the epidermis, vascular, and ground tissues. So, we're gonna learn about this three tissue system. So, the function is epidermis protect the internal tissue of the plant from the external environment. Vascular give mechanical support, distribute water and nutrients for plant growth and defense. Ground tissue provide fruit production, storage, structure support, and most important is plant growth healing. So, is tissue system also important? Yes, of course, because it's crucial for its overall function and survival. Not only that, it also can cover and protect the plant from the danger. Move on to the third part, leaf in anatomy. Leaves are the primary food-making part of the plant. The green pigment found in the moss leaf absorbs sunlight, which is one of the most important ingredients in the food-making process. So, we know leaves are the main organ responsible for turning sunlight into food. And leaves are so important for our life because they provide food and oxygen for almost every living organism on the planet. Leaf also contain layer of tissue such as epidermis and stomata. So the function is epidermis protects the leaf and protect against water loss. It also regulates the exchange, secret metabolic compounds, and absorb water and mineral nutrients. For stomata, it allows for gas exchange to occur, mainly carbon dioxide to enter the plant to make food molecules such as glucose and for oxygen to be released by the plant. So, Is this also important for us? Yes, of course, because it is crucial for its overall function and survival.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Farid Danish. I will talking about or presentive of the morphology of plants. What is a morphology of plants? The morphology is focused to study from structure and outward experience of the living organism. The morphologies in examines the external plant features. It also study the physical form and the parts the plant structure. To make it more simple, the morphology is the outside of the part of the plants. In morphology, we got the four main parts, such as flower, stem, roots, and also leaf. Okay, the first one, root in morphology. The root morphology can divide into four groups. The first group, we got a root cap. The second root, we got a apical meristem. The third root, we got elongation zone. And the fourth, we got hair. The root cap of a new root help penetrate the soil. Root also refers to the physical form and external structure from a plant's root system. Function root in morphology. The first one, we got storage carbohydrates and water. The second one, we got roots take up water and the mineral from ground to the root. The third one, the root has increased absorption surface area. Second one, stem in the morphology. Stem is the center part of the something from which other parts can develop or grow or which from a support. In stem we got the two nodes. First we have vero nodes and the second one we got the internal nodes. Where leaf are bonds are called nodes while the internal nodes are the portion between the two nodes. The main function of the stem is feeding of branch of a breeding leaf and flower and fruits. The function of the stem in morphology. The first one, stem whole leaf tower lights, is also elaborate flower from pollination. The second one is also provide storage water and nutrient and support plant survival during stress. Okay, the last one, flower in morphology. Flower in the morphology contains of the large number of the parameters that includes the number and the shape of the petals, number of stamens, petal size, and the numbers arrangement of the style and ovaries. It also have a reproduction structure. They provide male and female gametes. The function of flower in morphology parts. The first one, the lower provide nutrient or contains birds and insects. The second one help in the new union of the male and female gametes.
Back to me. For the last slide is conclusions. So, what can we learn? We can now learn to understanding of plant morphology and anatomy, including the life cycle and structural function, which is indispensable for effective plant classification and usage. The detailed study of plant parts such as roots, stems, leaf, flower, and fruits open pathways to appreciate plant diversity and its critical roles in our ecosystem. With this learning, I now understand about morphology and anatomy of plants. So, this is our reference from source that we taken from Google's. Now, for the last slide, we would like to thank you for listening to our presentation. Thank you very much. Bye.